Morning everybody, thanks for joining me again. Well, I'm taking a walk out into Brixham up to Berry Head this morning. Don't have a plan, don't have any photographs in mind, just wanted to get out. It's a bank holiday weekend, the weather's been glorious, and I thought I'd get out before it gets too busy. It's 6 AM in the morning. The harbour is already busy with people setting up, fishermen washing boats, and just managed to get a shot of the tall ship called the Royalist that's just left harbour and is just heading out to sea. Anyway, let's get up to Berry Head and see what we find. And there's the Royalist disappearing into the distance. So I managed a couple of shots using my A6600 and my Sony 200 to 600mm lens. The sun, although high, was low enough to give a nice warm light, which in this image I decided to keep. The ship is just inside the breakwater and I'm taking the shot from Breakwater Beach. I wanted to get an image of it passing the light at the end of the breakwater, but as you can see I had to wait till it had gone past to get the whole ship in. Now I've warmed this image up a little. I think it looks better with the cooler colours. This time I'm at 270mm f8, and as you can see, still dark enough to push the ISO up a little. So it's almost the end of May already, and the landscape photographers among you will have noticed how early sunrise is. It was around about 5:10 this morning, and as it's a bank holiday weekend and I was being lazy, I didn't want to get up. So as I said, it's now probably about 6:05 and the sun is already way up in the sky. However, it's never a dead loss when it comes to photography. There's always something you can do. Now I'm still out early, coming to Berry Head just to see what I can see. Maybe some dolphins, birds along the coast here, we'll see. And there's still, although it's getting warmer and more like summer, there are still some decent flowers to be photographed, I guess. Yesterday in the garden, sat having a beer, sat on a chair, and one of these tiny little hunting spiders came walking around the arm of the chair. Got the macro lens, managed to get a couple of half decent shots just sat in the garden. And then first thing in the morning yesterday I cycled one of my favourite hill climbs over Hill Head down to Kingswear near Dartmouth and back, and didn't take a camera, but always have a mobile phone with me. Anyway, nearly there at the headland. Let's see what we find. Well, before we move on, let's have a look at these two images of the hunting spider. As I said, it was just on the arm of the chair I was sitting in. So I got my 7 Artisans 60mm macro lens out, and I focused it all the way into a 1:1 ratio, and then moved the camera backwards and forwards to get the image in focus. If you've ever watched these spiders or tried to take a photograph of them, you'll know that they move very fast. So it was nice just to be sat in the chair, but really difficult to get a good focus. Now I probably took about 20-25 images, and these worked out the best. Well, the view along the coast is really nice this morning. I can see lots of guillemots down on the water over by that headland. Not seen any porpoises or dolphins yet, but let's just give it some time. Have some patience this morning. Well, my patience didn't last long at the headland. There wasn't much going on, so I decided to come to the guillemot colony before the sun gets too high and before it gets too warm, and I get all that heat haze between me and the birds. I think I can also see the peregrine falcon as well, so let's see whether I can get a photograph of that. This footage is taken with the 200 to 600mm lens zoomed all the way in. So I've had to zoom a long way in post-processing to show you this close-up. But I think it looks better like this. Yes, I've cropped it in quite a long way, but at this distance the image still looks sharp, and it gives some context to where the bird is. The falcon has just taken off and flown across the guillemots, which caused a commotion, and it's gone and landed on the cliffside just the other side of the guillemots. I guess it's just going to sit there and wait for an opportunity. Too far away to film, unfortunately. But I thought I'd take some footage anyway. The guillemots are always interesting, clinging to these ledges. On a calm day like today, they raft like this in the water. I've decided to walk to the South Fort, and just as I'm walking along I've seen a whitethroat which I've not been able to photograph before, so I'm just going to sit here and again try and be patient and see where it lands. Well, I had to stand there for quite a long time, and when I did take some film, unfortunately it was a bit shaky. But I did manage to get a good image of this white throat. Again, zoomed in all the way looks okay, but I prefer this type of image. Putting the bird in some context, sitting on top of this twig. And the lens has given me a nice blurred background. So I spent a little bit more time at the South Fort, but there were few images to be had. But my luck was in. A kestrel came hunting along the cliff edge and managed to get a couple of really nice images. I really like this one. The wing was causing a shadow which sometimes covered the bird's face, but this was a lucky, nice, sharp image. And for some reason I like this one. Although I haven't got the bird's face in the image, the shape of that tail, the way the bird's just hanging in the air, wasn't flapping at all. just moving its tail and wings slightly just to stay in place. Really impressive, really happy with the shot. Well, I think I'm going to call it a morning. The sun's getting really high and there's a lot more people about now, so I don't think I'm going to get that many more photographs. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon. But for now, cheerio.